Hi, this is Raj, CEO from Raj Hospitality, HI, Hospitality Influencer. Welcome to the 7th episode of Hospitality Influencers HI. Today, I have my best friend. I know him from last 29 years, Mr. Manoj Mathew. I think everyone knows in the hospitality industry. A great personality in the sense because I think he started his career in 1986 with Taj Bangalore and he retired in 2020 in Taj Bangalore. Almost 34 years he has been with Taj Group of only. Very dedicated, very hardworking, a very sincere gentleman. So today's generation should learn from people like them working with one company for almost 34 years. Manoj is the president of SCOL Bangalore. He is the founder member of the Karnataka Tourism Society and he is also the advisory board. He's in the advisory board of CII, Confederation of Indian Industries, for the tourism in Karnataka. What else I should talk about him? He's a great lover of nature and he loves cuisine a lot. So I'm going to present Mr. Manoj. I'm so happy to have him with us today and please listen to him and get a lot of insight from him.
Thank you, Raj, for the lovely introduction and the generous compliments. We've come a long way and so has tourism. I'm delighted to be part of your initiative and I'm delighted that in these tough times, we still talk of hope, we still talk of the way tourism is going to grow, and I am very much optimistic that we will all sail through. This profession is something which I did not think I will join. I come from a very small town called Bhilai, which was originally in MP and now in Chhattisgarh. It's a steel township. During my time, there was only one student who did his hotel management, and I was curious. Before I jump into the story of hotel management, I want to tell you another story. You see, my height is 5 feet 5. That also when I'm standing tall. A 5 feet 5 inches student has played basketball for the state, has represented the university as the captain, and was part of the Indian University's team. It may seem impossible, but it happened. And it happened because of two things. The intense desire to do something which everybody thought is impossible, and the sheer love for the game. So passion for the game and the fact that the odds were stacked up against me, I still managed to accomplish what I just told you. This is the story for everybody now. It seems impossible for tourism to grow. It looks as if everything has come to a grinding halt. But we will succeed. My name is Manoj Mathew. I am the Vice President of Tamara Leisure Experiences. I look after the operations of their hotels. Prior to that, I was with the Taj Group of Hotels for over 3 decades and I retired recently from Taj. I am also the president of the SCOL International Bangalore and I am one of the founding members of Karnataka Tourism Society. I am also on the tourism board of Bangalore Chamber of Commerce and Industries. Let's start from how it all began. What are some of the challenges that I faced when I was building my career? You see, after I passed out from Bombay Catering College, I came straight to Bangalore. Bangalore, my grandparents were in Bangalore, so it's always a likely place to come. I started my journey with a Harsha group of hotels. I joined as management trainee, was there only for a year and a half, after which I joined Taj in Bangalore at the Taj MG Road, and I was with Taj for 33 years, and I retired from the same hotel from where I started my career. My journey with Taj has been very interesting, very eventful, very insightful, and a huge learning. You see, we plan careers, but actually there is less of planning and more of action in this industry. I wanted to start my career in Bangalore, but having a surname Mathew, they posted me to Kerala. So I did 15 years in Kerala. But my experience in Kerala was so rich and so varied that it gave me the confidence to achieve much greater distinctions as I progressed in my assignments, which took me to Africa, to Sri Lanka, to Baroda, and back to Kerala. So I must tell you about my Kerala experience, because I became a general manager for the first time in a place called Kumarakam. At that point of time, Taj was the only recognized brand in that region. I was part of the group which was building the hotel. So I landed there when the hotel has not even started functioning. Now, this is not something that I had planned. There was no SOP for me to tell me what I need to do. But I had the backings of my mentors and my bosses who were convinced that I am capable to do that job. And there I started my first lesson, that sometimes there are unpredictable situations, unpredictable, unusual destinations, but if you are very focused about what you want to achieve, nothing can stop you. So I was thrown in the deep end of the sea without even my bosses checking whether I could swim. So not only did I learn to swim, but I learned to swim and reach the other side of the shore. My journey from Kumarakam to Africa was an interesting one, not only for me, but also for my family. Africa taught me about cultural sensitivity, it taught me about empathy, it taught me about mutual respect, and it also made my family and myself into a wildlife enthusiast. We became closer to nature. We loved this assignment. It taught me many things. It taught me to look at things differently, and professionally and personally, I matured working in a foreign country where a few of us were expats and working with the natives of Zambia. After Zambia, I worked in places in Kerala, in Gujarat. What I learned from my assignment is one thing, that each place is a challenge. Whether you are prepared or not, you should embrace it. Embrace the challenge, do your best, and results will come. So my advice to youngsters is that when you grow up, when you take up jobs which may not be what you had expected it to be, please embrace it. Get involved in the job, look at the positive sides, and you will soon start enjoying it. And when you start enjoying it, you'll see how results flow through without effort. So passion for your job and hard work are the only two things which is a common factor for success. If you don't have these two factors, it becomes a big job, and then you look for options of not doing it well. Let's come back to what's happening now. This has shaken all of us. It has brought the industry to a standstill. We are now talking of survival and revival. But I think it's time to rethink and reimagine. I'm sure that this will pass. It's just a matter of time that a vaccine will be discovered and things may get back to normal. Not normal, the new normal. But there are some things we need to remember. We may have been lax in stressing on hygiene and sanitation as a way of life. Time has come to realize that this has to be in the forefront in all the activities that we are doing. This will not only ensure that there is no contamination, no spreading of germs or viruses, but will also ensure that we have a stress-free life. Maybe we are not the ones who have been impacted and not lost our loved ones, but those who have lost their loved ones will know the value of life, will know the value of those things we have taken so lightly. So our industry has to now wake up and see that all our activities that we are doing should have this in the background so that our guests have no cause to worry. Ease of doing business has come to the forefront. We have worked from home for a long time. So there are alternatives for all activities, and we should relook at our way of working even in hotels. We should look at some of the areas where we were wasting our resources because we felt that that is the only way we will be tagged luxury. Time has come for us to have an inclusive growth, to look at the community and society in which we operate. It has to be inclusive. It has to encompass everyone, and it will make the whole industry much more superior, much more relevant, and I'm sure this will give results which will be long-lasting and sustained. So my advice to all my colleagues in this industry and those who are going to join this industry, my advice is that tourism cannot operate alone. Tourism has to operate in an environment which is inclusive. It has to look at all the stakeholders. And when it operates in that environment, there will be progress and growth for all. Thank you once again for giving me a chance to be with you all. And let's all wait for the new future. Thank you.